Auditor-General has revealed irregular compensation of Nairobi County employees and suspected payments to ghost worker accounts, with some duplicate accounts receiving payments. Documents seen by NTV infer that the county's human resource structure also contravenes age limit employability terms. NTV's Brian George explains.
It is emerging that in the financial year 2022-2023, the Nairobi City County paid out 11.18 billion shillings in salaries and wages to county employees, contrary to Rule 25(1)(b) of the county government's public finance management regulations. The 2015 regulation requires that the expenditure set should not exceed 35% of the county government's total revenue. A further scrutiny of the payroll system for the year under review revealed that 3 employees shared one bank account, with officers employed on permanent and pensionable terms, while their age was over and above 50 years. Further, analysis of the payroll showed that there were 4 officers active in the payroll without salaries. 178 officers were paid leave allowance twice, amounting to 15.423 million shillings. Analysis of the payroll earnings revealed that 26 officers on monthly gross pay were also paid other allowances totaling to 17.584 million shillings. The allowances included basic pay, rental, house supplementation, and service gratuity. A total of 393 officers whose pay deductions were not recovered from their salaries as required under the Income Tax Act. The employees were not defined under the category of people with disabilities. Hence, the officers earned a total of 52.580 million shillings, from which no taxes were recovered. Review of the payroll records revealed that only 167 employees out of 13,354 were categorized as persons with disabilities. This constitutes 1.25% of the total employees, which was below the recommended level of 5% under Section 13 of the Persons with Disability Act 2013, which provides that the county shall endeavor to secure the reservation of 5% of all casual, emergency, and contractual positions in employment in the public and private sectors for persons with disabilities. In a response to NTV, the County Chief Executive for Finance, Charles Kerich, said the county attributes the untraced salaries to 3 months' payment for staff returned from the Nairobi Metropolitan Services (NMS) at the end of its tenure in October 2022. City Hall declined to absorb 1,700 staff hired by NMS. This is as per the Nairobi City County Assembly resolution, which adopted the report of the Sectoral Committee on Labour and Social Welfare on the inquiry regarding the absorption of inspectorate officers employed by the now defunct Nairobi Metropolitan Services (NMS). For the ones whose contracts expired, the county advertised the positions as per county-approved establishment, and majority have now been appointed by the County Public Service Board on probationary terms of service. Finally, despite statutory deductions like NSSF, NHIF, and pay worth 1.7 billion shillings having been done, the Auditor-General report shows there is no evidence of these deductions being remitted. On this, the county in its response holds that the payments were processed through a system called Jambo Link, provided by Cooperative Bank, where gross salaries are submitted electronically through a secure link to Cooperative Bank as one consolidated file, where the bank then prepares electronic funds transfer (EFTs) and real-time gross settlements (RTGS) to respective recipients. Brian George, Otieno, NTV, Nairobi.
And the Kenyan